Hello there, beautiful, amazing people. So glad to see you here. If you are happening to watch live or if you're watching us later, I so appreciate you and your time. This is Megan here, creator and founder of Core3 Harmony Wellness Services. I won't take much of your time today, but I did want to connect with you and share regarding some amazing pioneers in the field of mental health within the Black community. Since we're taking out some time in the month of February to acknowledge and to celebrate and to remember and to honor those that came before us, that made the way for all of us who are here today in some capacity and foresight within our lives and our journey. So with that being said, I appreciate all of the remaining and continued subscribers. I appreciate you more than you realize. Also, for those of you who are not subscribed, please subscribe. My goal is to go live every week, every Tuesday at 12 Pacific Standard Time. I'm on the West Coast here in the United States. And it is my mission to bring forward information that is informative, uplifting, and inspiring. And as we do this, it's all with the hopes and understanding that we are helping to encourage you to maintain, to build, and develop a resilient lifestyle to withstand the tests of anything that may come in your direction. Today, I will be starting off our honoring our pioneers in the Black community in the mental health field with what I call a power couple. And before I dive into any of that, just a few announcements. First, I want to say that I am, to the best of my ability, avidly working behind the scenes still to get the courses up and going. I know if you visit the website, it still says stay tuned. Things are up and coming, and it's my goal to have those things up and running by March 1st. I will do a specific live stream video just on talking about that specific topic in and of itself. My goals and purposes behind during the courses anyway, which I've been wanting to do ever since I created the channel here. So life happens and things take a priority and other stuff get in the way and all of this stuff. So it's my goal to still get that up and going. So let me pull back a little bit. For those of you who coming across this information, have no clue what I am, what I do, please visit the website at www.core3tx.com. Here at Core3, we provide services in 3 areas. That's music therapy, counseling, and coaching. I am not a licensed counselor per se. I am on a journey towards that for sure. But I have extensive experience and education within the field in and of itself. And I am so appreciative of the opportunities I've had to work with a variety of individuals at various ages, impacted by a variety of challenges and issues that can come as we journey through this amazing thing called life. Please know that I love collaborating with other professionals in their field, whether that be speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, licensed therapists, whether that's a marriage and family counselor, licensed professional clinical counselor, licensed clinical social worker. Do know that the amazing profession of music therapy is able to touch base in a facet of arenas. And some states do provide and require the therapists there that are practicing to be licensed. Here in California, which is the state I live in, it does not, believe it or not, amongst many other things going on here in the state of California. That's an area that our association, we've been advocating for, and hopes to see it change and adjust in the future. So with that being said, I'd love to come alongside you and support you, offering services in person or remotely, and been doing so, of course, since the pandemic hit. And I know that's going to be an ongoing thing to be able to provide services remotely. So that will never end. Also, providing coaching, which can be extremely beneficial for those who are not in need of more clinical care, which specifically, if you're working with a marriage family therapist or licensed practicing therapist, that is their forte and their focus. Coaching allows a little bit more leniency in the area of being able to help you if you are not dealing with a clinical diagnosis such as anxiety, depression, etc. Okay, so I want to share today that I have to share from my perspective of academia. The area specifically within Black mental health, Black psychology is not touched on really very much at all. Could be, should be, definitely needs to be. And I know pertaining to maybe a specific area of focus that you can dive into in the field, you can go there and really dive deeper than what, let's just say, what courses, on par courses one is supposed to take can do. There is a such thing as Black psychology, or the field of Black psychology and or the practice. That is not a space, I should say, that I have taken in the academic realm, but I can definitely touch base on it from an experience from being a woman of color in my life experiences. So I do have that and bring that forward. But textbook knowledge of it, that is where I would not say I have per se on paper. But today I want to bring forward pioneers and speak on just a power couple, I say today, that really laid the foundation and groundwork for me being in the field of mental health today. So I want to see if I can share my screen. Bear with me. As many of you know, there are moments. There are moments when I am challenged in this area and I get everything lined up and I'm like, uh-oh, what happened? Let's see if this will work. Whoops. Okay, so I put together just, it's helpful to have, let's see, helpful to be able to see. Let's do this. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, hold on one moment, my friends. I always, of course, appreciate and thank you for your patience. I have it here. Let's see if it will show for me. Oftentimes I'm always thinking of just like trying to get on here before, and if possible, when possible. Hold on here. Let me see. Let me do this. Let me open this up like this. Oh, there we go. Oops. Okay, hold on. It's always asking permission. Okay, this is gonna be a second, but I do want to show this here. Let me see if I can talk and get to what I need to get to here. Okay, so for today, we're specifically, I want to talk about Kenneth and Mamie Clark, power couple. Let me see if I can unlock this. They are, of course, no longer living with us, but okay, yeah, that is what I need. In their lifetime, just absolutely amazing. Let's see if we could. Okay. Amazing work that they did individually as well as together. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see if this helps. Let me go back and find ya. Let's see if we got it here. Okay. I believe, and I can look this up to make sure I'm stating this correctly. Here we go. Uh-oh, still saying I don't have permission. I just gave permission. I believe Kenneth Clark lived longer than his wife. I believe he passed away. Screen recording. I want to say early 2000. And I'm giving you permission. Why aren't you showing? Shh. Okay. Are we here? Are we back? Okay, there we are. We are here. We are back. Let me see if it's working on my end now. I apologize for this because there we go. Let me see if you can see this. Let's see. Is it showing? I see it there. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Okay. Sorry. There's all these things, right? There's all these things. Let me put it here. Okay, I think you can see this. You can just see this and maybe a small smidget of me. Thank you for your patience once again. So as I was saying, Kenneth, so here we have a picture, an image of both Kenneth and Mammy Clark, husband and wife. I call them the powerhouse team. Um, he lived longer than her. He passed away in the early 2000s. I want to say she passed away in maybe late 80s. But I say all of this and I share this information just to share the impact of their life and the work that they did within the lifetime that they had was just phenomenal and absolutely amazing. Um, Amazing couple who both uh, transcended the trajectory of where they quote unquote could have been or should have been at the time, and far exceeding beyond what was the norm or seen as doable during the time frame that they lived early on, which is of course the 50s and 60s, through the civil rights era movement. So I want to share that this couple is absolutely amazing. As I dig, and I like to, in one of my places that I love literature to read is history. And as I dig and learn more about people, especially the biographies, autobiographies, it's just learning, wow, the amazing things accomplished that is not heard of or not a common thing that's talked about or on everyone's breath to speak on a norm. So this is Kenneth and Mammy Clark. Now, they were the first African Americans to obtain their doctoral degrees in psychology from Columbia University. Huge. And I think about, oh my goodness, who came before me and broke down barriers before me that allowed me to be in a place to study and to achieve what I've been able to achieve so far in my life. And these two have been absolutely amazing and phenomenal. Kenneth, he was the first African American tenured full professor at the City College of New York, and the first African American to be president, get this, of the American Psychological Association, or quote unquote called the APA, and also was the first African American appointed to the New York State Board of Regents. Now, sheesh, I am so appreciative of every place he was able to step into that allows it to be okay and acceptable and achievable for someone like me today. Here's another image and just a little bit more information with these two. Again, I call them the power couple. They were extremely influential within the civil rights movement, and their expertise allowed them to testify as expert witnesses in several school desegregation cases, including the infamous Brown versus Board of Education that occurred in 1954. Outside of their research and applied contributions, they both served in the community and on committees to make a difference. Mammy Clark, yes, it says it here. She passed away in 1983 at the young age, I say young age, of 66. Just because I know we're at a time and place now where many are living into their 80s, 90s, well, even into their hundreds. And both Kenneth and Mammy, they had two children of their own. And yes, indeed, Clark, here it is, it's stated, passed away in early 2005 at the age of 91. Both of these individuals, I want to acknowledge and mention them and remember them because they both made significant contributions to the field of psychology and to the social movement within their time. So Mammy and Kenneth, though I know you're no longer physically present here, to the ability to hear and to tap into my heart space, I am so grateful and appreciative of the work that you did while on your journey here on this earth, and paving and making a way for someone who looks like me, who is like me to be in this amazing mental health field, working with a variety of individuals and ethnicities and backgrounds, not just those within the Black community. So, Kenneth and Mammy, I appreciate you and I thank you for all of the work that you did, and all of the places where you broke through barriers to be where you were at the given time period in your lifetime. So I appreciate you. So, with that, I just wanted to give you a little brief um, hit of 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 these amazing individuals. I know, um, for those of you in the Black community or anyone that might actually be watching this who is a person of color, I encourage you to strive to bring forward these amazing individuals, somewhat like the beautiful film Hidden Figures. There are some amazing hidden figures within the mental health psychology field, and they are not given as much light of day as they should, as other individuals are within the field. And I'm not knocking or in any way minimizing other people in the field that are mentioned. Um, I want to say more mainstream names that we're aware of. We need to mention the power couple like the Clarks. We need to mention the others that I will be briefly speaking of and remembering and honoring in the weeks to come. Need to bring them forward and many others, because we are where we are because of the amazing work that others have done, and we need to pull into spaces more than once a year during a certain month. We need to pull into these spaces of gratitude on a regular basis. So, with that, I thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you for your patience, for bearing with me with my techie difficulties on my side. I please share, please like, share, subscribe. And for those of you who are studying in the field of mental health in some capacity, and you are a person of color, I so appreciate you. You are so needed. I encourage you, keep going, doing what you're doing. I know it's not always easy, but you've got this. When we look at the pioneers that I'm going to be talking about, you got this. You can do it. Keep at it. Be patient and gracious with yourself at all times. The profession as a whole needs you. So thank you so very much. Again, this is Megan here with Core3 Harmony Wellness Services, creator and founder. I appreciate you. Please tune in next week. Also, I got a little special. I want to run on Thursday at noon. Drop in and or catch it another time that's more convenient for you, where I'm going to review Dr. LaPera's latest drop of How to Meet Yourself. She did it again. She does it time and time again. We're going to talk about her latest release and book, How to Meet Yourself, on Thursday at noon Pacific Standard Time. So tune in and watch me there. I appreciate you once again. And please know I am always setting vibes high, sending out nothing but good intentions from my heart space, from my energy to yours, reaching out, touching somebody's hand, making this world a better place. Oh, I know that we can, one person at a time. Please know and remember this always, that you matter, you are worthy, and you are oh so loved. If you have any problems with any of those statements, reach out to me. I want to come alongside you and support you. Thank you so much for your time. Have a beautiful rest of your day and week. Please drop in and join me Thursday, that's this Thursday, at noon Pacific Standard Time, where we'll talk about Dr. LaPera's latest release. I appreciate you. Hope to see you then.